Welcome to another UCL Fantasy video. This will be the best wildcard team for Matchday 6, and actually it tends to be a very popular time to use this chip because there's a lot of rotation, and to get on these teams that still have something to play for, or those that are more likely to start rather than be benched, it's really good to sometimes play the wildcard in Matchday 6, despite the fact they're only enjoying this wildcard team for one match day. If you end up enjoying this video, then be sure to drop it a like, as we're trying to get this to over 300 likes overall, and we're also pushing on towards 17,000 subscribers, so let's keep on going. Thank you very much for all your support, and without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Diego Costa is the highest scoring goalkeeper in the game with 3 penalty saves in a row and 3 double-digit hauls consecutively. He's been doing really good stuff, the 23-year-old goalkeeper. He is facing Atletico Madrid, but it doesn't really matter in my opinion. I still think it's worth going for him, and Courtois would be the option on the second day at home to Celtic, and you've got a really good chance of a clean sheet between these two, and also of a high ceiling, as Courtois can make multiple saves, which keeps Madrid intact in terms of the clean sheet, and also Diego Costa, you've seen in the last 3 match days, especially against this opposition. Atletico Madrid haven't been at their best. I think Porto can win this game with a clean sheet, and Costa could get you that double-digit haul before you even need Courtois. So maybe you could argue you could go for an easier and cheaper goalkeeper to get to rather than Courtois, but I still would go for these two in terms of maximizing your chances of getting that clean sheet and the points that you want in the goalkeeper position. A lot of these names may be familiar if you have seen the Best Limitless Team video, but I would go for Grimaldo or another Benfica defender such as Antonio Silva or Otamendi against Maccabi Haifa. I'm not that positive about a clean sheet against Maccabi Haifa. I think they could concede in that game, but the fixture's really good on paper. Benfica have something to play for as they're still looking to go for top spot. So going for 2 or 3 Benfica players is the play here, and I think they will score plenty of goals, and the clean sheet probabilities will still be pretty high in terms of the bookmakers and all of that. So Grimaldo is a good choice. Just don't expect too many ball recovery points from him. Simikan, though, really good offensive threat. He is facing Shakhtar away, so it's not the easiest fixture from a defensive point of view, but I think he has a really good chance of getting those 7+ points as he has been doing so consistently. Micheli as well, away to Leverkusen, is a really good budget enabler, only 4.3 million. He offers great value, also low ownership, and Club Brugge are still a really good defence despite losing 4-0 to Porto in the last match day. Joao Cancelo is my big concern. I'm not sure if he's going to start, so he's someone I would possibly highlight as maybe someone to be very cautious about, and you could go elsewhere. Let me know who you're going to go for instead of Cancelo if you think he might not start, which is definitely a possibility. As for Niklas Süle, though, I think he will start against Copenhagen, who have a lot of suspensions and injuries, and also Borussia Dortmund. In terms of the other defensive assets like Meunier and Guerreiro, they're heavy doubts going into matchday 6. But Süle gets the ball recoveries, he starts every game, and he's also really good in UCL Fantasy, as he has shown over the years with Bayern Munich. The biggest risk in this midfield is Kudus, as Brobbey has been starting the last few games in the league and also in the Champions League, but Kudus has done really well whenever called upon, and he has that fixture against Rangers, so if you need someone around his price and below, I still would potentially risk it with him, but if not, you can go for Jorginho, Florentino, or someone else. But the rest of this midfield, I'm very confident of them starting, and also of them getting returns with the fixtures at their disposal. João Mario is going to be away to Maccabi Haifa. He's on penalties, and he's been really good in recent match days, so he's a fine choice and probably my favourite Benfica attacker, so to speak. And then Rodrigo at home to Celtic. I normally prefer Vinicius Jr., but I think Rodrigo has a higher chance of starting the game, and as a result I am going to go for him over Vinicius Jr. for this occasion, and probably this occasion only. And then Salah at home to Napoli. It's a tough game, but Salah is the top scorer in the Champions League with 6 goals. But one player I have absolutely no doubts about is Jude Bellingham, who has had a fantastic season. He's ripping it apart in the Bundesliga, and he's the best UCL fantasy option so far in the group stages. Away to Copenhagen, he can get points from goals, assists, man of the match awards, ball recoveries. He's one of the first names on the team sheet pretty much. The rest is probably debatable, but Bellingham is a great option, and there's maybe the odd chance it doesn't start. I don't think that will be the case. Salah at home to Napoli, of course, that fixture is quite tough. Kudus as well will be someone I will highlight later on as a potential risk in terms of starting, but there's a really good midfield and a very solid team to attack matchday 6 so far. To complete this team, we've gone for Taremi, who's one of the more underrated options over the last few seasons, and he has a decent fixture against Atletico Madrid, who are definitely way off it this season, and Porto have been on a great trajectory over the last month or two, and Taremi, I think, is one of the best options at his price, and it's quite difficult to find out. You've got Rafael Leao as well, to be fair, but I would go for Taremi, and with this team, this completely fills my budget, which is 102.5 million. That is the cost of this entire squad. So even if I wanted to, I can't go to a more expensive forward than Taremi. But we've gone for Rafa Silva away to Maccabi Haifa, and Benfica posts so many different options. Otamendi, Antonio Silva, Vlaco Dimos in goal. Then you've got the likes of Grimaldo, João Mario and Rafa Silva, who all feature in this team. And you've also got Neres as well, who was looking pretty good in the beginning of the group stages. And Kylian Mbappe speaks for himself, although on current form, you could go for Lionel Messi, who has been the best player probably in the world at the moment, but Mbappe is still, in my opinion, a better option in terms of goals and also Man of the Match awards in UCL Fantasy. But let me know, would you go for Mbappe or Messi? And do you think Taremi might not be the best pick? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. But now let's highlight a few things. So in terms of the captaincy, I would go for Salah on the first day, on the 1st of November, and on the 2nd, I would probably go for a PSG forward, and in this case, it would be Kylian Mbappe. But Messi is also a great choice, and you can't forget Neymar as well. And then you've also got a few kind of outside picks, maybe a Benfica player like Rafa Silva, João Mario, or even Grimaldo. They can't be bad options either. And then you've got the likes of Rodrigo at home to Celtic. So there's plenty of options. And also, someone else I mentioned on the Limitless team, Bellingham. He is a great choice on the 2nd of November. So maybe instead of Mbappe or Messi, you could go for Jude, and I don't think it would be a bad decision at all. And now let me just quickly highlight the players that are risks of not starting. So maybe players you could avoid if you really want to play it safe. So Kudus will be one of them, and another one will be Joao Cancelo. And then skimming down all of this list, I think the rest will be pretty much fine in terms of starts, although some of you may argue Taremi might not be the best pick this week, and a few others like that. But I think the rest of those that are highlighted currently, they will definitely start in my opinion. But of course, if you have any information that contradicts that, or you have a different opinion, then be sure to let me know down in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video or found it useful, then be sure to smash the like button and subscribe if you're new. Let's get this video to over 300 likes, and let's also push on towards 17,000 subscribers. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, DylanRCM, and you can also become a patron or a channel member. The link's on the description below. The same goes for the Discord server and the UCL Fantasy League. All of that is there. I wish you all the best of luck for Matchday 6 and the rest of the season, and I'll see you next time.